Well, I mean, primarily it was to show that there really is only two positions you can have. Either everyone at some point will use the word infinity to describe reality. So the atheist might say there's an infinite past, or the universe is infinitely big, or what have you, or there's infinite universes or bubble universes or in a multiverse. So everyone uses the word infinite at some point, the Christian, the Hindu, and so on. So what makes them different to Islamic Tawheed is, if you reduce it down, it's quite simple. We keep the infinite separate from the finite. Yeah. We don't mix the two. We don't say that that statue, that limited, shaped, colored statue,
or the universe
is
itself,
secretly representing a infinite power that we can't see directly, but it must be connected to that statue of a shaped creature, or of a human being, or of a particular human person who they worship, or a mountain or a volcano in the case of some Pacific Islanders. And of course, if you think about it, I mean, look, a mountain doesn't have any particular personality. Of course, many Pacific Islanders would give it there's a hidden spirit behind it that is all infinite and all powerful and what have you. But what they can observe is just a finite object, which they view as giving them life. You know, the lava flows create, fertile sediments, and they grow their crops. They depend on it, right? So really, the atheist's volcano is just the universe. The universe has a life-giving planet in it, which they depend on, of course. And so they posit that as this is the infinite thing, or this doesn't require anything else. This is the thing that is all that exists, has an infinite, eternal past, or depending on what type of atheist position you adopt, made itself or created from nothing, right? Stuff. And this is the kind of, if you think about it, what difference is that between the volcano worshipper who worships a volcano, or one that worships something that in essence is just a bigger volcano, the universe?
Yeah.
Right. So in essence, and it's not just for volcano worshippers, but also those who worship statues, those who worship humans. It's always a group of people who worship a finite thing, or they consider a finite thing to be secretly infinite. You just can't see it, but has an infinite power or infinite eternal past behind it. Whereas in Islam, we say, look, anything that's finite is not infinite. Infinite means, by definition, not finite. So it should be implied in the Latin word. You can use mahdud or ghair mahdud, or whatever word you want to use in any language, is that don't mix them up. And that is the purity of the Tawheed of Islam, which is don't mix the finite and infinite.
Yeah.
And the Quran regales us with verse after verse of people imputing finite, limited attributes to God, making assumptions against God without authority, imputing to him limited, like tiredness, he forgets, like his energy is exhausted if he does things. If you don't worship him, he's somehow diminished. The Quran rebuts this again and again to show that he is not like the finite. There's nothing like unto him.